Hello, 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 hello. This is Rhapsody, your friendly neighborhood growth hacker, aka the Reverend Dr. Rhapsody, aka Mr. Transformer, aka Rhapsody Barrero. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I know I am, and I wish the same for you. You. This reminds me of Bane from Dark Knight Rises. Okay, anyway, so today, class, we will be discussing fear. More importantly, confronting fear. I could give it away up front, but nah. All right, so just to give you an idea. Okay, we'll go straight to it. This year speaks to several lifetimes ago. This is a 29-year-old Christmas present. Speaks to several lifetimes ago when I was a full-time DJ at a rock station living on the beach. Basically, living the dream. And then I ran into this wonderful young lady who had these two wonderful young girls, and I was smitten, I was stricken. I fell prey to that old wives' tale. I remember thinking at one time that it was crap, that there was no validity to it whatsoever, that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Single ladies, if you don't know how to cook, get busy. Or stay single. It's totally up to you. It's your world. We are all but squirrels trying to get nuts, or copping nut, or whatever. Woo, sorry. Okay. So, I used to think that that was hogwash. Until one day, I rolled over in my bed. I had been married 4 years, and I had an extra 30 pounds on my body that I could not get rid of no matter what. So, yeah, guys, it's true. If you don't want to fall for some chick, don't let her be a good cook and don't eat her cooking, and you'll be safe. Other than that, you're doomed. Just accept it. Grab your dad bod and, move it down the beach and be happy. All right. Oh, yeah. Fear, confronting fear. Okay, so I worked at the rock station for 3 years. And every single time for 3 years when I was starting a show, I would be scared to death. I don't know what I was afraid of. I was like, afraid my voice was gonna crack, afraid I was gonna sound like a chipmunk, afraid I was gonna sound like I didn't know what I was talking about. Many things. And every single solitary time that I opened that mic and started talking, fear just went away. So that brings us to today's point. Face your fear, and your fear will disappear. And, well, that's been my experience. Other people might have different experiences. Actually, I was just watching a video, a training that I'm on for NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, about the trainer. He was training with a bunch of what we call in the military high-speed, low-drag guys. And there was this thing where they were supposed to be breaking them down and building them back up. And he was like, and this guy, the trainer, had, my trainer, had like no military experience whatsoever. Me, 6 years, Marine Corps, hoorah. But he had no military experience, and he thought, he could sound tough with the guys, that, boy, well, I would think that having stress would just aid you in the battlefield, make you more hypersensitive. And they were like, stress in the battlefield will get you killed. You need to be clear. That made so much sense. It made so much sense. Oh my goodness. So that's the name of the game. And there are ways to do it. Like if your fear is monumental, horrendous, horrific, first of all, you could go to transformationsareus.com, and I have 2 free coaching sessions at the top of the page. One to get you over stress and anxiety in traffic, and one to help you get over the fear of public speaking, or if you need to make cold calls for a living or do presentations, you can go there. And also on the rest of the page, there's this wonderful goal-setting technology called lenses to keep you on point for what you're trying to do. And at the very, 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 very bottom of the page, throughout the page, there are videos on different insights that I've acquired through my almost 40 years in personal development. And at the very, 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 very bottom of the page, you will find a link that will be able to help you get to the Magnetic Mind Masterclass. And that is, we dub it the last personal development program that you will ever need. Because it is, indeed, and in fact, the last personal development program you will ever need. And within said program, we have many modalities to help you get through your fear, get over your fear, reduce the energy of the emotional impact of whatever trauma that caused the fear. I'm here to tell you, it's a way to shortcut your way through 20 years of therapy in 1 year. The program lasts, you have access to the program for a year. And while you have access to the program, you also have access to every single coaching session that has happened previously. And they started this thing up in 2018. So you have 6 years, count them, 6 years of coaching sessions that you can go to. We suggest doing no more than 1 a day because you need time for your subconscious to take in that melon ball of massive wonderfulness that it just took in from that training session, from that coaching session. So 1 a day is fine. And I also suggest, they have 6 or 7 live sessions every week. It's a good idea to get on at least one of them. When I first got on the deal, I was doing like 3 or 4 or 5. And then, I whittled down to like 2 or 3. They knew who I was when I showed up. And that's one of the cool things about showing up for live sessions is because you get to interact with your coaches. They get to know you. You get to know them. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so first choice for getting rid of fear, transformationsareus.com, bottom of the page, sign up for Magnetic Mind Masterclass. Second choice, it's what we call shaving boulders down in a river. It's like the analogy is that you're floating down this river. We'll call it the river of life. You're floating down the river of life, and through tragedies, through trauma, through different things that might have happened in your life, you've collected boulders that are in this river that slow you down from achieving your full potential. So what you do is you take little steps, little baby steps. As Jason Capital would say, small victories, small victories, small victories. Take little baby steps toward your fear. Little baby steps. Nothing that's going to scare you off and say, oh no, I'll never do that again. Then after you do a little step, then you do a slightly larger step, then you do a slightly larger step, and then you do a slightly larger step. And this, I believe in the therapy world, what they call exposure therapy. Like if you're afraid of snakes, put you in a room full of snakes. I wouldn't suggest that because that'd probably have you jumping out a window. Or if you're afraid of spiders, put you next to a jar with spiders and take the lid off and just watch them crawl around as you run out of the room. But baby steps. Like maybe, okay, for the first baby step, you could have like one spider in a jar if your fear is spiders is your deal that you're working on. One spider in a jar with a lid that you just sit there and you look at and you study. And, you're protected. You got that glass, tink, tink, tink. Spider's not coming out. Got the lid on, tink, tink, tink. Spider's not coming out. And that gives you a chance to look at the spider and see the spider for what it is. It's just another living being on the planet doing its job, making babies, eating insects. That was one thing that I didn't know for the longest time, that I believe it, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, daddy longlegs, that they actually eat like other insects in the house. So if you have daddy longlegs, as a little guy, I just hated all spiders and I just killed them all. But what you're supposed to do, let the daddy longlegs live, because he's killing off all the other bugs that you don't have to deal with anymore because he's here. Anyway, saying all that to say this. Like I was saying, being on the radio, scared to death, open the mic, start talking, and the fear just goes away. You will be amazed at how often this happens. And you'll walk away chuckling to yourself. I was afraid of that for that long period of time, and all I needed to do was just face it and say, hey, you are what you are, I am what I am, and that's just the way it is. And I don't need to be afraid of you. You don't need to be afraid of me. You're probably not thinking about me. You're probably not even afraid of me at all. And it's just me with some stuff that I came up with in my head, thinking that I'm, that you're something to be afraid of. And again, we're back to that. You, if it's a person that you're afraid of, you're just another person on the planet, like me, doing the best you can with the resources that you have available, like me. And, we are more similar than we are different. If we have families, most of us love our families. Some of us love our families from a distance, and that's okay too, because there's that. I wanted to throw in an Uncle Joe joke, but that I want to keep this evergreen. And like in 30 years, when they're looking at this on YouTube, they're like, "Who's Uncle Joe?" So yeah, we are more alike than we are different. We love our wives. We love our children. They annoy us sometimes, but that will not stop us from injuring someone who tries to invade our home and hurt our wives or hurt our children, because they're ours. Okay. They're not ours. They are in our scope of dominion, because I am the only one that I can say is mine. They are their own person. Holy cow, that is a whole coaching session right there. They are their own person. You can't control them. You can't make them do what you want them to do. You think you can. It's not true. It's not true. Like that old saying, he who is convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. You can have the strongest argument, make valid points, and you will walk away and that other person will just go on about their life and say, they're crazy, they don't know what they're talking about, screw them. Done. So you just wasted all that time in your life trying to convince someone else of your wiser, more learned, more knowledgeable position. Yes. No. Okay. I feel like I want to do some more because my last two videos were 20 minutes long. It's just that at the moment I'm, like I would often say at a 12-step meeting, the screen is empty, so I guess that means I'm done talking. So, we love you long time. Click on the link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, in the post if you're watching it on Facebook, and go check out transformationsareus.com. 2 free coaching sessions, $1,000 value. Lenses, goal setting technology, $300 value. Scoop it up, pick it up. get busy. Get busy. It's like they're saying, get busy living or get busy dying. And you don't even have to get busy to die. All you have to do is sit there and do nothing and just play video games all day and just Netflix and chill. And they make it so easy. I thought I was done. And they make it so easy. Because like even for me, I'm working on this NLP certification. There's another deal that follows that up. Innate well-being specialist. I'm going to be that after I'm through with the NLP certification. And I keep getting called away to entertainment because it's there all day, every day. And I'm retired now. I literally don't have to do anything. I can literally plots on the couch and, grab a bag of Cheetos, but grab a bag of potato chips and some dip and just sit there and watch TV all day and become a lump. Become a worthless pile of productionless, pandered poo. All right. Alliteration. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. But no, we are not here to become a productionless pile of poo. The fact that you are here on this planet, the fact that you are hearing the sound of my voice, the fact that you're watching this video means that there is something that you are supposed to be doing. And so many times, even for myself, when you know there's something you're supposed to be doing and you don't do it, a lot of times that's where your depression comes from, because it's your subconscious trying to get you in motion, letting you know there's this thing you're supposed to be doing. You said you were going to do it. We dropped it in your head. We dropped it in your head for you to do. So it's your responsibility now. And you're sitting there just, robot chicken. I love Robot Chicken, I really do. Robot Chicken, The Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, it's all the same stuff. Just part of the ever-available, non-stop flow of entertainment that's put there to keep you mentally sated, happy, and unproductive. Not saying you're being unproductive because some people, they work a long day and that's their release at the end of the day. You're fine. Unless, of course, your day-long activity is not helping you grow to the point that you know that you can grow to if you just put a little extra time into this other thing that you know that you can do, that you were called upon to do, that if you don't do and if you die not doing it, it could be generations, literally generations, before somebody else gets the idea that will actually take action on it and do the damn thing, as we say. Oh man, just like, I mentioned it on the last video, or the one before that, Steve Jobs put his handprint on the planet just from having an idea, pursuing it. He's not the only one. Many musical artists, many movie producers that put forth works of art that are timeless now. That if they were like, oh, I don't feel like doing it today. Oh, it's raining outside. Oh, I stubbed my toe. Oh, the Mets are on. Who watches the Mets? Sorry. I'm a Yankee fan, okay? All right, because, from New York, what are you going to do? Oi. Excuses? Oh, man. Okay, last point. From my boy, my main man, my original mentor, William R. O'Brien. Started his life running gangs in Harlem. Next, he was one of the original Navy SEALs. Next, he went to college, got a 4-year degree in 2.5 years. Next, He became the top salesman at IBM in the late 70s. My favorite quote from him, well, he's got so many, but this is one. Some people make excuses. Well, for him it was money. I'll just say progress. Some people make excuses. Okay, I can say progress because, like, for some people the progress might be, a bulkier body working out at the gym. For some people the progress might be eating healthier, getting your weight down, or, get into a regular schedule of reading. Some people make progress. Some people make excuses. Nobody does both. Nobody. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Go to transformationsaros.com, pick up your free stuff, learn from the trainings, learn from the insights. Go to the bottom of the page, sign up for the Magnetic Mind Masterclass, and be a better you. You're good now. You're good now, actually. You're good now. But you can be better. We can all be better. I can be better. I'm working toward being better. And, when I take steps toward being better, like making this video, I made a video the last several days consistently. This is like new for me, and I'm really glad because this is something that I had been told a long time ago, that if you're gonna grow a YouTube channel, you need to just content, get in there and grind, and eventually you'll grow. And it doesn't happen on one video a week. It's a good idea, one video a day. Anyway, like I said, go to transformationsrs.com, get into those 2 free coaching sessions, get into that free goal setting technology lenses, check out the videos with the different insights that I have collected over my almost 40 years in personal development, and at the bottom of the page, click to get involved with the Magnetic Mind Masterclass. It's a year-long program, 7 live classes every week, and 6 years of all of the previous live sessions, covering many topics, many modalities, all of which put there to help you grow past your limiting beliefs, help you greatly reduce, if not totally remove, the energy and the power of past trauma, maintaining the wisdom, keeping the wisdom, losing the drama from the trauma, so that you can live the life you love. Again, thank you for your time. I love you so much. I appreciate you. And we'll talk again really soon, okay? Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah.